Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have an interesting article from North Korea, which I think North Korea reaches a breaking point. And a breaking point here meaning means that is going to might possibly react violently towards what they see as an escalation. It seems like they reached a point beyond which they will react militarily. Now, North Korea has nuclear weapons, and a lot of people will die. Now, let me give you this article first, and then we're going to discuss what's going on here. This article comes from Russia Today from the 25th of February 2023. North Korea says US drills amount to declaration of war. So what happens when someone considers that someone has declared war to defend, right? Militarily. Pyongyang urged Washington to end hostile and quote military drills with Seoul, South Korea, and to remove its strategic assets from the region. Now, I personally have no affinity to North Korea, South Korea, and all these guys, but I have an affinity with justice, truth, fight hypocrisy, and things like this. And let me tell you this: if a normal entity walks down the street and there's another guy or five guys and they come around me, surround me, I have a few options. One is like this: hey, and they start calling me names and trying to, verbally aggress me or insult me. Well, I can ignore that, whatever, keep my thing. But I let them know if they come too close that if they invade my personal space, I feel threatened, and I will react violently. I will defend myself. That is, if someone comes close to me, I will hit. I will do something, regardless. Now, I think that's where North Korea might be at that point, where it feels like there's a bunch of guys around its territory, doing all kind of hanky-panky, coming closer, flinching, doing all kind of things. And there's a main guy who pushes all these guys. So when I'm going to react, because these guys are going to invade my personal space, I'm going to hit left and right. These guys are going to get it, I'm going to get it, but the guy that pushes all of them is not going to be hit. Which put in real life here, if North Korea considers these drills as a declaration of war, that is invaded my personal space, that's my, how should I put it, that's the end of it. If they talk, if they yell, if they curse you, I can take that, there's no problem, whatever. But when they escalate the whole thing, that's a point where you say, from now on, from this on, I will react violently. That's the breaking point. Whereas no more, I ignore you. I think North Korea reached that point. Now the thing is, North Korea has the ability to punch and blow everybody here. All these weasels. Not the guy behind. The guy is the only one from there who can again destroy me, but I can't destroy him. He's too far away. He pushes everybody. Like I'm gonna punch it, he's gonna from far away use a spear. Zap! He's gonna just kill me with his spear from far away, and I'm gonna be dead. These guys are gonna be knocked out or dead, but he's gonna be surviving and he's gonna pick up the pieces or whatever he's gonna do. It sounds familiar to what's going on in Ukraine at this point, where you have the same instigator, the same person, the same entity, with others pushing them forward. And that instigator is, as the analogy I made on numerous occasions, is like a tiger or a lion trainer in a circus, or tamer. The one that has one, 10 feet long pole, or even longer, I would say 20 feet long, and a long whip. I don't know if you've been to the circus. I've been when I was a kid. That's where I came from. I just escaped. I came out of the circus. I just snuck underneath and And I came and I swam to the United States, and here I am with you, civilized people. So anyway, you have that guy, and you see the lion or the tiger in the cage, in the circus, they react to the poke of the stick and the whip. So you hurt the lion through the stick and this. You don't get hurt whatsoever. He gets hurt, and the whip sometimes gets caught by the tiger with the teeth and bites a little bit out of it, breaks the stick. These guys are the ones that are going to be hurt, not you. Sometimes the tiger figures things out and just jumps on the trainer and eats the trainer. If the people around are not fast enough to use a water hose to push the tiger far away. That's what happened, okay? And what sometimes it happens. So the same here, as in Ukraine, you have Ukraine, which is the whip and the stick, and the other countries over there in Russia's vicinity that are pushed forward. Hey, why don't you fight? Why don't you invade a little bit and threaten these guys, or do something, create some little problems? So in North Korea, they are at the breaking point. But they can't really hit the United States of America. They have these long-range missiles, like 5 of them, that might need hit California or something. But that is not going to hurt the whole entity over there. So they can still afford, coming around and doing what they do best. And the problem is, if North Korea will launch a nuclear attack, that's what they're going to do. They're not going to pop. Nuclear attack around, Japan, South Korea, maybe send a few towards the United States of America. I don't think they can reach Australia or anything like that, or Canada. Other weasels from behind. You go first. No, you go first. Okay. So they will do all that, and obviously they will be nuked by the United States of America, who is not gonna do anything else. And that happens in the neighborhood of China. Okay. So what do you think? Do you think that you should consider North Korea's how should I put it, patience limit reaching moment? How do you want to call it? It seems like they are like, this is the end of the line right here. This is my personal space. You are there already. I'm already shaking of anger or something. Are they going to push it? I mean, they succeeded with Russia eventually. They succeeded with Russia, and they tried with China. But it seems like North Korea is going to skip the line. I don't know, my friends. We have dangerous people there. And it seems like they poke and poke and poke, and everywhere you have the same instigator in all these situations. But you know why they claim? Because they are the forces of good, and they are the defenders of love, beauty, and all that, which the record doesn't show that. Just look in the past 30 years. You don't have to look in on August 6th and August 9th, 1945. You don't have to look at that one. But somehow they are the holders of truth and the atomic. They know what to do because we did it before. On the contrary, you should not be allowed, if you commit a crime, with a handgun. No guns for you. That's why in the United States you will not get a guy who goes and kills 2 people, bang bang, or does a mass shooting. When he gets out of prison and say, you know what, I'm the one, I'm gonna check on everybody not to have guns. I mean, I will decide who has guns and who doesn't, because I already committed 2 mass shootings, so I know. There's the arguments for these guys. Why they say we should be in charge of, we should tell who can have and who cannot have nuclear weapons, because we did it. We know how it is to live with that pain. Shut up. Well, like, as I said, a criminal gonna come out and say, well, I committed 2 mass shootings, I know how it is, so I will be the one who's gonna dictate who's not gonna have guns. Definitely I will have, because I can, I don't have a itchy finger. Not at all. No, not at all. And I'm gonna tell everybody, you cannot have, because I know. How logical that is. Well, you're gonna have a rapist in charge of the, I don't know, investigation unit, police department. A rapist, convicted, because I know how it is. And it's going to investigate rape cases. Jesus Christ, you put the wolf in charge of the fox in charge of the chicken coop. What is going on here? This is the logic. So here you have these guys doing all kind of hanky-panky around North Korea. You're expecting North Korea to do what? Give you the weapons so you can go and invade them and change the regime and bring freedom and democracy as you brought in Iraq and Libya and Afghanistan? What is going on here? Let me see if anything else this weasel had to say here. North Korea has warned that it will soon consider US military action near its borders as a declaration of war, issuing a harsh response after American diplomats pressed the United Nations to condemn recent weapons tests by the DPRK. Alright, well, it says such a move would be a clear violation of our state's right to self-defense, Kwon said. Adding, if the UN Security Council sincerely intends to contribute to ensuring peace and security on the Korean Peninsula, it will have to condemn acts that escalate military tension, such as deployment of strategic assets and large-scale joint military exercises between the United States and South Korea. The official went on to say those actions have largely been ignored by the international community, warning that strong countermeasures, quote-unquote, should North Korea's concerns continue to go unheeded. It should, I'm quoting, it should be borne in mind that if the United States continues its hostile and provocative practices against the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, despite our repeated protests and warnings, it could be regarded as a declaration of war. What else you want these guys to do? I mean, I know what they want them to do. They want to take their pants down, bend over, and take it anytime, however they want, in any position, how deep, and whatever. You know what I mean? That's what they want. The same thing with Russia. The problem is, these guys have nuclear weapons. They push ahead. What this is? Is a stare contest, or what the hell is this? I mean, you're doing a stare contest with a guy who can reach you with a gun, right there. I'm talking about Russia. If North Korea cannot do damage to the United States, can do damage to, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of people around them. Millions of people around them. Oh my God, this is getting crazy, and the way I see it is not, it's like some people are just crazy, and they're like poking everybody. Poke in the Balkans, poke in Iran, poke in Syria, poke in Ukraine, poke in China with Taiwan, poke in North Korea with my woodchuck over there. What else is missing? What else is missing? And you can say, well, all those guys are bad dudes. Come on, let's don't be freaking kids here. Bad dudes. If those are bad dudes, what are you? You're a good dude? Again, should I go to the history again? Should I go with the past 30 years again? What is going on here? We know what's going on, and I think it's getting out of hand, alright? But anyway, at least they let us communicate still. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.